The Arizona Cardinals training camp started last week, and today we're going to be going over some of the players that I have noticed who've stood out. Now, I've been to every single training camp that is open to the public, which so far is only two. Took place on Thursday and Friday. I've noticed some things. We're going to discuss it. We're going to go over the players that I've seen that are taking leaps and are looking very solid or have just been consistent in their play. And I'm looking forward to 2025. But before we start this, if you guys are new to the channel and end up enjoying today's video, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post Arizona Cardinals and NFL related content. If you're a fan of either of those, this is the perfect channel for you. But without further ado, let's go ahead and kick this thing off with player number one. And that is none other than QB Kyler Murray. He's looked electric so far. He's been on point. The passes look good. Way more on time than normal. There's a couple passes where the O-line is either collapsing and it would be a sack normally, but that's okay. Kyler has looked good. He has 0 interceptions that I'm aware of. They have thrown 0 picks through training camp that has been open to the public. That is only 2 of them. I don't know what happened on Wednesday. I don't know if he threw a pick, so I can't confirm that for 100%. But he looks really good. Also, I'm very excited because Drew Petzing seems to be evolving this offense. Kyler has been on point, and that's just the best thing about this. We're using a lot of motions. There's even a quarterback design run. Clayton Tune has been taken off too. There's been some things that I've noticed that are just excellent. I can't wait. Drew Petzing seems to be utilizing his players better and is actually going back to 2023 when you didn't have the talent in Kyler Murray at quarterback and you had Josh Dobbs and had to be creative. Kyler, though, has looked stellar in camp so far, and I am absolutely excited for that. Player number 2, we're keeping it in the quarterback room, and that is Jacoby Brissett. He has looked accurate. He has looked on point as well. He's looked dialed in, and he has looked composed under pressure. Now, obviously, this is just training camp. They're not hitting. They're not going live. But Jacoby Brissett has been on point and is clearly the best backup that we've had since I've been attending training camps since 2022. This is nice to see. I'm excited because if Kyler Murray were to go down, knock on wood, doesn't happen, we actually have a competent backup and someone who can come in here and kind of elevate and keep this team afloat. That is nice to see. We have weapons all around on offense. Now, it might not be the most stellar offense. The line kind of concerns me. But Jacoby Brissett seems like one of those guys who's going to keep this offense afloat and is going to do his job. I'm excited. He's been dialed into, and this quarterback room should be a lot better than it's been without Josh Dobbs and Clayton Tune rocking his QB2. Jacoby Brissett is player number 2. We're going to stay on the offense, too, when we talk about Maserati Marv. This man, not only has he bulked up, and yes, I know you've seen the photos, like this man is jacked now. That's nice, and you can tell on the field that that presence is felt. He is definitely bigger. You can tell the eye test backs it. He's gained 11 pounds and has kept that. He used to play at 209 in his rookie year. Now he's playing at 220. He is playing different brand of football. And what's nice is although he's put on the weight, he is still quick. He still has his speed. He's not slow. A lot of people were concerned about that. I can tell you right now, he looks like the same Maserati Marv that was playing at 209 as he plays at 220. Now, is he the most explosive football player in the NFL? No. Is he ever going to be the most explosive football player on that field? No, but he is savvy. He looks better. He is more decisive right now. His hands have looked fantastic. He looks great right now. He's more confident. And also, Drew Petzing, going back to what I'm saying, we have seen him move all around in training camp, predominantly on the outside, but we've seen some packages where he's in the slot. He's motioning around. This offense, utilizing a lot of motion. Marvin Harrison Jr. has gone up and made contested catches. I haven't seen him just flat out drop a pass. I saw him drop passes in training camp last year. Saw him drop passes in the regular season last year. Marvin has not really dropped passes in training camp so far. His hands seem to be more consistent. He looks more comfortable, and he is settling in into year 2. And that's something I think we should all be excited for. Now, I'm taking bias out of this entirely. Hard, because the stars look like stars. Trey McBride is the other guy who's thriving on the offensive side of the ball. His short intermediate game where he's out here just hooking at 5 yards, catching it and turning it into big plays, going up, making contested catches. He even snagged this over Jalen Thompson on the sideline, just absolutely ridiculous. Trey McBride is just clearly the number 1 target and the number 1 threat on this offense. He was the 65th best player in the NFL, should have been a lot higher. And I think he's going to actually propel himself into the top 30, 35 this year. Like, he is that good at football. He should have been ranked there, in my opinion, but he wasn't. So, guess what? The NFL, you're going to learn. You're going to learn the name Trey McBride because this offense is clearly running through him once again. In training camp, you've seen that the majority of the targets have gone to Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr., which is fantastic. Get the ball to your best players and let them go to work. Let them eat. Drew Petzing seems to be designing these plays just for them. Trey McBride is clearly the number one target in a lot of these. The offense clearly runs through him. Defenses are going to be tunneled on him, which is going to give Marvin Harrison more options. And if he can elevate as that team's receiver, Trey McBride's only going to continue to feast over the middle even more because the attention is going to have to shade to both of them. So, Trey McBride has been fantastic in training camp as well. And once the season starts, his play is going to amp up, and we're going to see even freakier plays than we've seen in training camp. And I can't wait for that. And another player hasn't really had a ton of clips in training camp, but you know when the eye test just backs something, Trey Benson looks better overall. He looks more confident. There haven't been a lot of designed runs or plays for him. There's not a lot of runs in training camp, to be honest, because they're not going full live and full pads, kind of just getting concepts down here, getting plays down. That's what they're doing. Yes, they'll run the ball, but they're not tackling Trey Benson or James Conner right now. You don't want to hurt your running backs. So we haven't seen much of him. But when you do see him in ladder drills, just in drills in general with the running backs, he looks faster. And on top of that, he carries a sense of confidence that was not there last year. He seems to be settled in. And Trey Benson, I'm expecting a big year to actually complement James Conner this year and play like he did in the second half of that season, which was just a lot more confident, hitting the holes confidently, hitting them faster, and running people over. Trey Benson looks pretty solid. And let's go to the defensive side of the ball, man. Darius Robinson. He is in the backfield almost every single play causing havoc, which is amazing because we need this D-line to step up. Walter Nolan already out with injury. He hurt his calf. Should be back for the regular season, if not the preseason. He will be missing training camp. That is basically confirmed by Ian Rappaport. And also, our team officials haven't really confirmed it. I think it was Jonathan Gannon, if I'm not mistaken, came out and said that he will probably miss training camp. And that was kind of it. But Ian Rappaport kind of confirmed it. So guess what? Walter Nolan's out. Darius Robinson, it's time for you to take that leap because you were taken in the first round last year. And I am even more confident because these two together are going to feast. But Darius Robinson, not only is he playing at like 290, 300 pounds right now, and is clearly way bigger, and you can tell walking around the man is a specimen, but the defensive line in general, with defensive tackles like Dalvin Tomlinson and Calais Campbell on top of Darius Robinson, who's bulked up, they are freaking massive and are going to cause havoc. Darius Robinson last year, he got a whole year to bulk up and learn this defensive scheme, settle in, and now he's fully healed up, ready to go, and you can tell he is physically imposing his way and is being dominant. And in the season, I expect the same thing. We saw spurts of it when he was playing through that calf injury. That calf injury is no longer, and Darius Robinson is here to feast. And I can't wait. Darius Robinson is a player that I expect to have a huge year two. Even though his year one got robbed from him, year two I expect to be big if he stays healthy. Now the other player is another training camp breakout that I saw last year, and it's Mack Wilson. He just continues to impress me. He makes plays in camp all the time. He made plays last year in the regular season. The eye test backs out, but he just stands out, man. His tape in training camp, the eye test backs everything that he's showing. I love Mack Wilson's game, whether it's pass deflections, whether it's coverage, whether it's getting to the quarterback, making tackles in the middle of the field, shutting things down. Mack Wilson is just flying around and is in a great position to clearly be the team's best inside linebacker, which he obviously is. If he stays healthy as well, he's going to be a problem, and we need him to stay healthy because our inside linebacker room does scare me a little bit. Cody Simon, we saw him take some first-team reps. Akeem Davis, I don't think we saw him take many first-team reps, if at all, so I don't really know what's going to happen alongside of Mack Wilson, but what I do like is that Mack Wilson is an Arizona Cardinal, and he is a freaking ball player. I love everything I saw, and I expect him to take a leap, if not the same great play that he had last year, to continue. Now, with that being said, that is going to wrap it up. If you guys attended training camp, saw the clips, Let me know the players that you think stood out in your eyes. What players did you guys see? What players do you guys want to see more of on Monday as well? And I have a video for you guys tomorrow as well. So if you are interested in the Cardinals training camp or everything that's going on, make sure to tune into that tomorrow. It's my biggest concerns. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, I post Arizona Cardinals and NFL related content, so consider hitting that subscribe button. But with that being said, that is going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.